timeless on everything. The life you chasing, I'm cheddering. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gon' stop till I rest in peace and they put a hold on my grave lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Minus my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200. Every time, know what I'ma run from. I'm that one opponent, you don't gon' numb from. Manual vein where my strength get pumped from. So let's go lie to a child of God. Standing toe to toe, no hiding now. The Lord is with me, you can't fight the rock. I got the sauce, you want out of high. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength is having, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as it is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Lives around and call me on my A game, so speed like the A train. The thing that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. All by myself, I don't gang bang. When you wanna get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that, I would chest it.
I'm steady chasing, I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna be. I'm making it up, but I won't lose hope, cause I'm still stalking my destiny. I'm still stalking my destiny.
Good afternoon, BFAM 109.6.com. This is Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, Facebook. I am your host, Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics. We believe you have a voice and it needs to be heard. Be sure to head over to my YouTube page if you're not watching from YouTube and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Stalk Your Destiny. That's STALK. Also catch my show, Tea Time with Tarah, the Tea Time with Tarah show, where I interview guests on what they need along the way to stalking their destiny, what they need on their journey. We are gearing up for season 3 to start recording those interviews. So look out for season 3 in the spring of 2025 of the Tea Time with Tarah show. Again, you can catch seasons 1 and 2 on my YouTube channel and chime into those conversations and let me know what you think. If you have questions for the guests on those shows or anything like that. Okay, again, I am Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Y'all, welcome. And thank you for tuning in every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. How are y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day, I think. I feel good. Sorry I missed you guys last week, but I feel a lot better today. So I want to shout out my sponsors for December, which is Stalk Your Destiny. Also, I want to shout out to the song that plays my intro and outro song. The person that is the artist on that song is Devin. Every time we show up, Walls. So shout out to him for that song. He does business anthems, and he's good at what he does, y'all. So if you like my intro and outro song, maybe look for Devin every time we show up, Walls, and ask him about his business anthems that he does. Okay, y'all. So as we do every Monday around 2:05 p.m., I'm about to give y'all the food for thought quote of the week, okay? From my book, ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny. And it comes from the chapter titled Purpose today, y'all, okay? So we're in ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny, and we're in a chapter titled Purpose. So we're almost done with this particular book, okay? But the food for thought quote for the day today says this: our traumas and challenges sometimes prepare us to walk in our purpose. Okay. And it says purpose propels us, especially if we faced a hard time as a child. It is a driving force. Okay. So the food for thought quote is: our traumas and challenges sometimes prepare us to walk in our purpose. I just read a little further in it because I know that I'm going to go with it in this direction, that purpose propels us, especially if we faced a hard time as a child. It is a driving force. Now, name me someone who you know who has not had childhood trauma. Okay. I don't know anyone who has not faced childhood trauma. And even if you've had a good childhood, sometimes the trauma can be that your parents did everything they could, and maybe you had a friend that passed. Maybe your parents did everything for you. So when you became an adult, you didn't know how to do those things. They didn't let you stumble and fall. So think about your childhood. Like, I don't want y'all to go too far into it, right? But thinking about how something that took place with you as a child was a driving force to maybe who you are or where you are in your life right now. I know when I deal with clients, I often ask them, it used to be the very first question to every client, no matter what they were coming to me for. Okay. And so what I used to ask them was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And oftentimes that leads us down a path where we have to get them back into the place of childhood, because we're taught so many ways to not do and be what it is we actually want to do and be. We're taught to do what we're told to do. And so there's trauma connected to what we forget about, but there's also things that pull from us, or we're passionate about. We become passionate about things because of what we faced or experienced in our childhoods. Okay. So let's say for me, okay, I dealt with an SA situation as a child, and that's the trauma that I had to overcome. Okay. For those of y'all who don't know what I mean by SA, I am abbreviating words due to legalities in terms of YouTube or other streaming. Okay. And so dealing with that trauma as a child, okay, I became someone who wanted to protect other people. I became an adult who's very passionate about making sure that children are looked after, that children are protected. And I advocate for children. But I also became someone who stands in the gap for predators and victims, because oftentimes, and this is y'all, this disclaimer, I'm not defending any predator. I'm saying that predators were once victims and did not get proper help. Okay. And so because of what I faced as a child, in my experience, I understood that people that do bad things still need help. Punishment, sure. Help as well. And so help to change the trajectory of things in the future, right? So, we're talking about facing traumas with that, okay? So what traumas have you faced that are propelling you towards, your future? Because a situation like what I had could have propelled me towards social work, which I did go to college for sociology, but not for social work. I wanted to learn about the behaviors of people versus just the brain of psychology. I wanted to know about behavior patterns. And so that pushed me towards that, because why do people respond the way they respond? Why are they acting the way they're acting? Why are people, not being themselves, and who are they? So again, that has to do with purpose, y'all. It has to do with letting your trauma become your triumph. Okay. How can you turn the negatives that took place in your childhood or young adult life? How can you take that and use it for good? I've been seeing 8:28 quite a bit. And so Romans 8:28 has been the season of my life that I'm in. And in that, it says that in all things, God works. Or another translation of that says, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, who are called according to his purpose, right? And so if all things work together, think about your childhood, your young adult life, and see how can those traumas shape you to be a better person in terms of who you can protect, who you can help, who you can serve, or what type of human being you can be going forward, so that no one else feels the way you may have been caused to feel, or may not experience the things you have experienced as a child. Okay, so that was the food for thought quote, y'all, from ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny, the chapter called Purpose. It says that our traumas and challenges and challenges, y'all, sometimes prepare us to walk into our purpose. So also, I just want to put in there too, the challenges can be in terms of you trying to be great. Most athletes, most gifted people with music, dance, any type of activity, drama, or whatever, they start early, and starting early is challenging. Okay, challenging. Even if you're doing just mathematician, or things like that, those things are challenging, and those things also shape you, because learning to discipline yourself in those times and overcome those challenges as well shape you to be the adult you want to be, whether you're overworked, whether you absolutely love it and become very disciplined and are able to help others become that way or not. You can use those challenges, overcome them, and apply them to your adult life and your adult mind as well, y'all. Okay, so let's move on to Earthly Branches, a 12-book devotional series. We're in the book of Harmony still, and this is a good time of year to be talking about harmony as well, because it's supposed to be the most wonderful time of year, y'all. So happy holidays to everybody as well. I will still be on during the season. But still, happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Happy holidays to you. So, in this book of harmony, which you can get these books, you guys, at www.stalkyourdestiny.com/shop. Okay. All of my books are available. All of the devotionals we've been using and some that we haven't gotten to yet are available at my website, as well as the ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny, and other books that have nothing to do with this show that I've written are available at stalkyourdestiny.com/shop. So for the devotional, today we are reading Isaiah 60, okay? And I am going to skip around in this, as I often do, y'all. I'm going to skip around, but it says, like, listen into this because it's good today, okay? Verse 3, this is chapter 60, Isaiah chapter 60. Verse 3 says, nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn. Lift up your eyes and look about you. All assemble and come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters are carried on the hip. Then you will look and be radiant. Your heart will throb and swell with joy. The wealth on the seas will be brought to you. To you, the riches of the nations will come. Okay. I'm going to jump over to the end of verse 9. It says, for he has endowed you with splendor. Verse 11 says, your gates will always stand open. They will never be shut day or night, so that people may bring you the wealth of nations. Verse 15 says, although you have been forsaken and hated, with no one traveling through, I will make you the everlasting pride and the joy of all generations. Verse 17 mentions, I will make peace your governor and well-being your ruler. 19 says, the sun will no more be your light by day, nor will the brightness of the moon shine on you. For the Lord will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your glory. Okay? And let's see, it says, your sun will never set again, and your moon will wane no more. The Lord will be your everlasting light, and your days of sorrow will end. Then all your people will be righteous, and they will possess the land forever. And verse 22, the end of it says, I am the Lord. In its time, I will do this swiftly. Okay, y'all? Now, there were a lot of nuggets in here. Please be sure to go back and read Isaiah 60 for yourself, because it begins with, arise, shine, for your light has come and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Okay? So hopefully this is for you all who need hope in this time, or harmony, like I said, in this season. Hopefully this is helpful to you today. But the first point here says, arise, shine. Just those two words speak to so much. Get up, show up in your own life. For your light has come. God is our rescue. And the glory of the Lord rises upon you. As your light shines, the light of the Lord shines more. So the daily focus here says, awake from your sleeping season. It's time to get up, y'all. It's time to get up. I know that the world is starting to hibernate. It's time to get up now. It's time to get ready to get up, okay? Because once the winter season's over, we're walking into the spring. Everything's blossoming. You got to be ready for it, the new, right? And this is just me adding to this, okay? The question here is, are you present in your own life? And wow, are you present in your own life? Are you showing up for yourself? You know, and it's not about being selfish, y'all. This has nothing to do with being selfish. But sometimes we can give and give and give of ourselves that we neglect us, and then we look up and see that no one else is supporting us as well. Well, people follow our lead on how we treat ourselves. So be mindful that you give from your overflow. Be mindful that you are filled up so that you have to give without expectation of anything coming back in return. Are you present in your own life, or are you sleeping the days away? Because you can be very mundane and go through life like, it's just another day. It's just another day, and be so mediocre in your existence. It's not even about what's going on around you. It's about the fact that you have no drive. You have no wherewithal. You know, you're not excited about being alive. And don't get me wrong, this time of year is the time of year that a lot of people face depression. But there's hope, okay? There's hope. You can decide that you don't want to feel that way and go forward, okay? So are you present in your own life is the question for point number 1. Point number 2 says, God has placed greatness on the inside of you. He shines through you. When you let his light shine, you are filled with joy and gladness. Good things come to you from the nations, right? And so the daily focus here is God chose you. God chose you. And the question here is, don't you know how important you are? And I don't really need to say much about that. It's just, don't you know how important you are? Like, we're many members in one body. Without you and your piece that you add to the world, somebody cannot function well. I don't even know if we realize that. Like, we may not know the person we impact the most, but we impact someone's life just by our own existence, right? And we may not know, you may not hear from that person how important you are, but don't you know how important you are? If God chose you, you're important, okay? You have something to do, something to give. You have value, okay? And God hasn't forgot about you either. So don't think that either, because being down, you know, even in being, you know, boastful and things, you know, don't forget to be humble, that God did choose you. You're here to do a service. Don't forget that either, okay? So point 3 here, it says, God favors you when he has endowed you with splendor. What was broken will be made anew. The compassion God has for you outweighs all you could ask for. Even those who won't serve you will perish, right? So the daily focus here says that God gives the increase. And the question here is really just a statement. It's that he shall recover it all. So that makes me think about reconciliation. And people often, you know, reconciliation is mentioned in the Bible in regards to marriage, I believe. I believe that's in 1 Corinthians, maybe 2 Corinthians, where it talks about like marriage, and they just kind of slide in there the ministry of reconciliation. But the ministry of reconciliation is being returned back to your place in God, you know, and things like that. And so the fact that it says that God gives the increase and he shall recover it all, in that, for me, it sounds like God's going to reconcile it. You know, God's going to fix what's been broken. You know, nothing will be lost in that way, you know, and that goes back to Romans 8:28 that says, you know, that all things work together, or James that says, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, because these things are producing something, okay? And so God gives the increase and he shall recover it all. So don't give up, okay? And I really find myself, it's interesting because I feel like for the last few episodes, I've been really speaking to brokenness and broken people and saying, listen, hang on, you matter, don't give up, don't give in. And so I really hope that this is reaching who it needs to reach. But I hope that the people who are good and y'all who are okay and happy, I hope that you are getting the encouragement that you need as well. And I hope that you are getting what you need enough that you can share if you know someone who's broken, that you can encourage if you know someone who's going through these different things. Okay. So let me see if I need to read one more of these. Yes, I do. Here, point 5, because I'm skipping over it now a little bit. Point 5 here says, delight yourself in all of God's glory. It's your time. This is your season, and his mercy endures forever. Okay. And I'm going to say right there, delight yourself in all of God's glory. Okay. Because the joy of the Lord comes from within. It comes from time with God. It comes from being in God's presence. You know, it's not about anybody else. It's not about things going on around you. This is your time and this is your season. And I don't say that because we're ending up the year 2024 according to the American calendar. I'm not saying that in reference to where we are in that calendar. I'm saying that if you are watching this, if you are listening now, that this was not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. If God says it's your time, it is your time. But what does that mean? What does that mean when they say it's your season, you know, and God's mercy endures forever? Okay. So it could be your season to grow. It could be your season to have an overflow or an abundance of things so that you're giving, you're the lender and not the borrower. It being your season and it being your time for what is the question? You know, it's like, God, this is my time. God, this is my season. What do you need of me? You know, what is it my time and my season for? We get caught up in the social aspect of it's your time and it's your season and, oh, I finally get to win. And it's really more so about this is my time to be healthy. It's my season to be whole. This is my season to give love as much as I can. This is my season to receive love as much as I can in a healthy manner, like be open to love in those different forms, you know, in those different shifts that we relate to one another. It's your time. Okay. Delight yourself in all of God's glory, y'all. It is your time. This is your season. Okay. And his mercies endure forever. The daily focus on this one says the Lord will be your everlasting light. Okay. And so we look to the hills from which come our help. Our help comes from the Lord. Okay. God is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our pathway. So the Lord will be your everlasting light. If you need strategy, if you need direction, you know, if you need to know what to do next, you know, you need counsel, advising, all of those things, you know, you can sit at the feet of God and get what you need, you know, if you are open to hearing what God has to say or show you. Okay. And the question here says, are you ready for a move of God? Because oftentimes it's not us really doing the move, right? Because God can, and I can speak this from experience recently. Okay. You can try to reach out to someone for years, but until it's God's time and until God makes a move on it, it won't go anywhere, right? Until one day, God can sit you directly next to that person at a restaurant you were supposed to have a different meeting at, and you happen to move, sit next to this person and recognize that that's the person you've been reaching out to for years, right? God can do that. It's a move of God. And this person is in a position to give you their time and attention for open door opportunity to move forward, to learn, to grow, right? Whatever it is, right? Are you ready for that? Because God's timing is perfect, y'all. Whether we agree with it or not, whether we understand it at the time or not, God's timing is perfect. And so are you truly ready for a move of God? Because this is your season. This is your time now. He's saying, come on, let's get up, arise, shine. My light's here. I'm here now. You can't hide in the dark anymore now. You can't hide under those blankets. You can't hide in your house now. Now I need you. I want to bless you now. And I know I mentioned before on another show, can you stand to be blessed? Like, are you ready for a move of God? All right. So whether you are ready or not, get ready and be ready. Okay. So when the time comes, you can say, yes, yes, Lord, here I am. Use me. Okay. So now, y'all, this is the last week. So I'm sorry, y'all. That's the ABCs, not the ABCs. This is the daily devotional from Harmony of the Earthly Branches daily devotional series, or 12 book series, I should say. Okay. And that's at, these books are at www.stalkyourdestiny.com/shop. Okay. But when moving on, if you would like to book a session with me with Stalk Your Destiny, if you want to book a VIP session and you want to lock in our fall rate, because it ends this weekend, y'all. It ends with the fall season ending. Our fall sale ends with the fall this season. This ends with the fall season. Our fall sale ends with the fall season. Sorry about that. But which ends this weekend. Okay. And so for now, book a session with me if you need life coaching, if you need accountability, if you want to figure out how to get unstuck in your mind or your behaviors of things, and you want to talk through what can you do differently for 2025. How can you set up a new schedule that works for you, a new routine, or whatever it is you need. Book a session with me, a VIP session with me for up to 2 hours, and you can book that by going to www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny. Okay, that's www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny. Okay, and you can book your VIP session with me. If you wanted to book a different session or anything like that, you can see the options on my website for that as well. Okay. And so reasons to book a session with me again are if you want to plan your 2025 year ahead, or if you want to talk about overcoming obstacles, if you need accountability, if you have a business idea, and you want to talk through that as well. So anything dealing with business and personal development, or getting you from point A to point Z in your life, wherever you need to get unstuck and go forward towards stalking your destiny, you can visit www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny and go ahead and book your session with me. You don't have to schedule the session for this week. You can schedule the session out for when you need it. However, to take advantage of the fall sale, you would need to book it prior to the sale ending. Okay. So head on over to stan.store/stalkyourdestiny and book your appointment with me today. Don't delay. If you do, you'll be paying more later, and that's perfectly fine with me. Okay. So y'all, our business topic of the day, and I haven't looked at this in a minute because I was supposed to do this outline for y'all last week. Our business topic for the day is right on time. It is hope for tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow is our business topic of the day. Of the week. I'm sorry, business topic of the week. Hope for tomorrow. So what exactly are you looking forward to? Y'all gonna have a mini session right here, right now, because I got questions today. Today I have questions. What are you looking forward to? And by what are you looking forward to, it's like these are a couple of different questions here that I kind of want to answer as well. Okay. I am looking forward to, I told you I was going to get to know me on this show a little bit. So it's time to open up, I guess. I'll answer the questions today, and you chime in, comment below, call into the station, whatever you need to do. Comment below on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're listening in. Okay. What are you looking forward to? So I just had a birthday, and in that I was telling my guests that came to celebrate with me that I am looking forward to ease of flow. And now with this being the business topic of the week, hope for tomorrow. I just want to let y'all know this. Business in 2024 for Stalk Your Destiny was slow. It was changing. Okay. I was changing. And so I am looking forward to ease of flow. And for me, that means that my decisions that I make, I have to say yes and mean it. I have to say no and mean it and be okay with both. I have to be okay with that. And in going forward in different things, in business relationships, in networking and connections, and in just having fun in my life, okay, I have to go in the direction that I naturally flow towards, right? So it's been said, and I've had this conversation recently as well. Where the mind goes, the body follows. But sometimes our body goes forward in the direction that we talk ourselves out of. Okay. So with ease of flow, which with me looking forward to ease of flow, I'm looking to entering into spaces that I naturally gravitate towards. Okay. And so that means I'm not going against my intuition. I'm not going against my anxieties. I'm not going against myself. Right. And so what are you looking forward to? And you don't have to look forward to something as deep as that, or, you can look forward to making more money, in business. You have hope for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to making more money. I am looking forward to making more money in my life than I've ever made. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to making more money in my life than I've ever made combined in all of the years that I've been here on earth. Okay. That is what I'm looking forward to. Now, why can I look forward to that? And why is that not outlandish? It's not outlandish because when you've done the work consistently, when you consistently keep working, like people say, when you keep digging, I don't know if you guys have heard the story of, I believe it's in the book Think and Grow Rich, and maybe talked about in business, depending on what type of industry you're in, right? But there was a guy who was digging for gold, right? And he did not have the right tools or capacity for what he was looking for. And he was digging, okay? Until he gave up. He gave in. He lost hope, right? And so the people that took over that project realized they had the right tools, right? They realized that he was just 3 feet away from from the gold, and they ended up possessing all of it, right? And so with that, you have to be willing to build and build and build and build, and don't give up. Don't give up. If you have to try a new thing, don't be embarrassed about it. In terms of what you're looking forward to, don't be and if you feel embarrassment, let that be okay and work through it, because you have no reason to be embarrassed. Okay. I have been embarrassed in 2024 and I had to work through it myself. So I'm telling you from experience, y'all, work consistently, give yourself grace. When you lose all hope, you can feel very low, but in hope for tomorrow, just know that your diligence is going to pay off. Okay. And I'm telling you that after being in business for almost 10 years, and I am looking forward to, again, I'm looking forward to the largest income year of my life. Because of so many things that I've done in all of these years, because of so many seeds that I've planted. They say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but also don't scatter your seed among swine, right? Don't scatter your pearls among swine, right? So being strategic and intentional about where I put my efforts into my work. When you plant a seed, you water it, you nurture it, and you have to watch it grow. And some things just take time. So whatever you're looking forward to, don't give up on that. Keep going in that. It's going to pay off. Like I said, it's your time, it's your season. So, having hope for tomorrow is believing that. And I'm reading this other book, y'all. I may have mentioned it before. It's called Outwitting the Devil, right? But in it talks about definite of purpose. And being, sure of a thing, you've got to be a stalker in that way. This is why the company is Stalk Your Destiny. This is why I'm known as Stalk Your Destiny, because you have to be relentless in pursuit of your purpose. Be relentless in pursuit of your own destiny, because that's what actually belongs to us. That's something we have full authority to stalk. Okay, our destiny, our purpose. You want to change the world, you go after that relentlessly. Okay, you want to just change your family, you want to leave generational wealth, whatever it is you want to do, you can go after that relentlessly. You may hit a bunch of bumps in the road, or whatever, but don't give up on that. If that's something that you are definite about and in pursuit of, that thing, don't give up on that. So what lessons has life taught you this year? Whew, gosh. What lessons has life taught you this year, y'all? Y'all answer and chime into these questions too, okay? What lessons has life taught me this year was, number one, go where God tells you to go. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, if God tells you to go and provides for you to go wherever he's telling you, just go and do. And sometimes it's not that we get disappointed because we have expectations. It's just sometimes we create a vision or a visual that's not what God is showing us. It is what we hope for, but it's not God's plan necessarily in that way. So it could be the same thing, but it's working in a different way. So we see it differently, right? And so a lesson that I learned with that was just adjusting my lenses, okay? Adjusting my lenses. So how I see what I'm going through and how I see where I'm going to. And so this year I learned that God's going to have his way no matter what, And I also learned that God hears you and he will answer your prayers, even if it looks nothing like what you specifically thought it was going to look like. It's an answer. And I don't mean the answers where you have to settle. I mean the answers where you have to put off your ego and see, like, wow, God, you really gave me what I asked for. Like, I didn't tell you how to do your job, but I told you what I needed, and you really provided what I asked for. Like, God will give you more than you asked for, and it can look nothing like what you thought. Okay. And so be mindful of that and hold on to that, guys, because God really does have the best in store for us. And we won't see it if we don't see through God's eyes. If we don't see through, it's bigger than the circumstances. And I say that to you from a place of where I could say I'm in a place of need on one hand. And on the other hand, I could tell you I have everything that I need and I'm still going forward. Right? So how can I do that? It's just my point of view. It's my vantage point. Okay. It's knowing that I asked God for something specific and small when I was really in a place of need. And I just asked for, just God, if you could just give me this. I just need this and I can go do your will and I can go and be and do. And guess what? He did it. And I was embarrassed and I was hurt and I was upset and I was low. And God still did what I asked. And even the things that are to come, they're still happening. Everything that I'm asking for is still happening. Okay, so what lessons has this year taught you? For me, it taught me that it is well and it's already done. That God already walked this path out for me. That God already laid this path out for me. I am catching up to God's purpose for my life. I am catching up to the next level that God already sent me to. Okay, that God already called out for my life and purposed. I am walking into those things. Okay, nothing that I'm doing is new to God. Nothing that I'm doing, is new. There's nothing new under the sun. So what lessons have you learned from this year? And what can you do about it? Right? So it says here on my paper, it says, it's never too late to find purpose. It's never too late to find purpose, y'all, because We've heard about so many people in their different ages, especially in the Bible too, but in business, so many people in business. Like Gary Vee is one of those people who tells people that, be happy, fuck all this other stuff. Like forget about all of that other crap or whatever. Be happy. You're not too late in your 20s. You're not too late in your 30s. You're not too late in your 40s. You're not too late in your 50s. If you are alive and well and you decide today that you want to change your life, guess what? You are right on time with where God wants you to be. You're not too late. We've seen too many examples of people start late. Okay? Oprah Winfrey, Vera Wang, some other key people in the Bible, okay? Started late. Abraham, Moses, people started late in age, according to what you consider as old, right? Or if you feel like, oh, I've worked my job for 20 years, surely I can't quit and do X, Y, and Z. Yes, you can. Because why are you loyal to that versus being loyal to living another life that could extend beyond that? You could do 20 years here at this place and do 30 years in your life doing what you love to do. We don't have to be boxed in to, y'all, this is hope for tomorrow. So I hope that you're getting hope from this. We don't have to be boxed in to a career. We don't have to be boxed into a one-track mind of living, okay? Every new decade, you have an opportunity to be new, be made new. If you so choose, you can literally give your all to something for 10 years and say, I've done that. I am fulfilled in that. And now I want to go to another level. Or now I want to go and try something else or whatever. And I'm not saying fly by the seat of your pants. I'm not saying it. I'm saying if you truly have a desire to do or be something different in your life than you've been all of your life, you can do it. You still have time. You have the opportunity. It's there for you to do that. And here I wrote, you can live multiple lifetimes in one long life, And I believe I've explained to you all before, like, in my 20s, let's see. In my 20s, I became a published author. And in my 20s, I became a wife and a mother. And I was a student. That was my 20s. That was my 20s. In my 30s, I was a divorced woman, divorced mother, and author, a multi-published author, life coach, speaker, motivator, teacher, community person, all these different things, right? All of these different things. To where now in my 40s, what am I going to do? Well, on my plan, it says that I'll practice law or go get a law degree, okay? And pass the bar maybe. Not practice. I don't know about practicing law in a courtroom, but still, right? It talks about exploring being an attorney in the next decade, right? These are all things that are connected, mind you. They're all connected, but I don't have to stay. What if I decide that in my 40s, I'm no longer coaching? Well, guess what? I'm still a published author. I can still speak and change lives. I don't have to coach to change lives, right? So you can live multiple lifetimes in one long life. Okay. And with the way that life has gone, we've had the pandemic and recovering from that, and inflation and economics going up and down, and all those different things, right? Dynamics of relationships and families changing up, down, good and bad, right? So how has your trajectory changed? How is your life impacted by what you've gone through? I noticed that with people that we don't sit long enough to purge, right? And if we do sit down to purge, we have to hurry up and do it. Hurry up and just write it all out. Hurry up and paint a picture. Hurry up and go do yoga for an hour, or go paint, or go sit and meditate for 15 minutes. Y'all, for real, slow the fuck down. Slow down. Self-care and wellness are not a quick thing. It's not a task. Okay, it's not a task. It's not going to work for you as a task. For you to have hope for tomorrow and a trajectory of promise, okay, dump. Okay, be willing to release yourself from your past. Be willing to release the things that happen, the weight of them. Okay, take those things off of your shoulders. Sit it down. Okay, you don't have to carry that with you, so that you can have a clear mind and a clear heart about what your trajectory looks like going forward. Most people may have a negative trajectory for tomorrow because they don't care. Okay, don't be one of those people. And if you don't care, explore that. Why do I not care about the life I live and breathe every day? And sometimes you don't care because you are angry, you are frustrated, you are disappointed. And guess what? All of that is okay to feel, but tell somebody how you feel. If you don't want to talk to anybody, write it down. Do freedom of expression, right, y'all? You have to purge these things out. Get rid of all of this negative energy and these negative thoughts and things, because it's poison to yourself internally. It's poison to your spirit. To have hope for tomorrow, you need to release those things, okay? Release the things that's not serving you anymore and forgive yourself. Let it be okay that whatever happened, happened. Let it be okay that you made it to this point and you can change and choose that, right? How has your trajectory changed? And how do you want it to change, right? And here I wrote, it's okay to kiss the old things goodbye. Y'all, we hang on to so many old things that we have no real reason to hold on to. We hold on to people, places, and things for nothing. There is no value, no weight. It was what it was, and it was beautiful. It is not anymore. Let it go. Okay? That item served you well in its time and its prime. It does not anymore. Let it go. Okay? Some of those things that y'all have, in your life and house and whatever, they were cute for a while, a long while. They are not anymore. Let them go. It is okay to kiss good things goodbye, y'all. What we're doing right now is ushering out the old and allowing space and room for the new. New mindset, new emotional strength, okay? New clarity, new breathing space, okay? Because the weight of the old being lifted allows you to breathe easier. I told y'all, for me, I'm looking forward to ease of flow, okay? And so kiss the old things goodbye. One of my pastors, Pastor Samuel R. Blake's, I think it was him. I don't know. I think it was him, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong, okay? But one of my pastors said that the past died at 11:59 the night before. It's over. It's over. We can't go back and change it. It's over. It happened. It's done. It's over. Make peace with that, okay? Make peace with that and go forward, y'all, okay? And then here I just wrote, stalk your destiny. That is yours for the taking. It is yours. It belongs to you. Everything you want to become, y'all, you already are. You already have everything you need to become the person you want to be. And if you need help putting those things together, ask God to show you, where do you find that help? Ask God to show you, what does help look like? Because even me being the person of Stalk Your Destiny, the owner of Stalk Your Destiny, guess what? I have all the pieces to the puzzle. I have all the fruit that God had me produce. I have all the fruit. I have all the evidence of conversations with God. And guess what I have to do with them? I have to put them together. And guess what I'm struggling with right now? I'm struggling to put them together for the newness that God has for me. So guess what I need? I need help to go after that which is already mine. It's already mine. God has already given. He's already given. Okay? And if you don't know that, then you can go to Joshua 1. Okay? where it constantly talks about being brave and being courageous. Don't be afraid, be strong and brave and courageous, right? But also says, to go into the land, go in and possess the land that I have already given unto you. It's already yours, okay? So that thing that you desire, that destiny that's calling you, is already yours. We are just lining up with God's timeline and getting to where he would have us to go and be, okay? And so the last thing I want to leave with you guys in terms of hope for tomorrow is that there is still hope. Don't give up on hope. And if you're low on hope, ask God to start filling you up, because I've been low. I've been low recently, and I was still giving to you all. I was still on the show and I was low. Okay. But I want you to know that there is hope. Hope does not run out. It doesn't run out. There's hope for tomorrow. If you're still breathing, there's still time. If you're still living, you still have the activity of your limbs, you're still in your right mind, you're still capable and able, keep going. Keep going forward. And if you need help, ask for help. And if you need support, ask for support. And if you are a person that desires to help others, then seek and find people that you can support in their mission. Because sometimes your destiny, well, all of us, our destiny is to serve. But to serve in what capacity? Everybody doesn't have to be the chief, the founder, the owner, the CEO. No, you can be the best accountant. You can be the best assistant. You can be the best retailer. Whatever it is, whatever capacity you have to serve others in, the best artist, whatever it is, do your best and watch God handle the rest. Okay? Watch God do what he does. All right? So guys, that's our show for this week. That was a lot. That's our show for this week, though. But if you would like to sponsor and add on our show, let me shout out your business, your event, your product, your service, or if you just want to support the show. Guys, there are ways to give here, okay? You can send me an email to sponsor a show. Send me an email at teatimewithtara@gmail.com. That's TEATIMEWITHTARAH@gmail.com. That's teatimewithtara@gmail.com. Send me an email and I can send you our sponsorship packages. Or you can inbox me if you're on any of my social media platforms. You can inbox me as well, okay? But we would love to share what you have going on, your products, your service. You just want to shout out, support the show, your upcoming event, whatever it is you have going on. We would love to support you. So consider sponsoring an ad and send me an email at teatimewithtara@gmail.com. If you just want to donate to the show, then to donate to the show, you can visit Cash App with cash tag Stalk Your Destiny, Venmo at Stalk Your Destiny, as well as paypal.me/Stalk Your Destiny. Okay, so those are just the ways that you can make a donation. It's Stalk Your Destiny for Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Okay, so if you would like, if you would like to follow me on social media, then you can visit my Instagram page at Stalk Your Destiny Official. You can find me on Facebook at Tarah M. Williams. I think you can find me on LinkedIn at Tarah M. Williams as well, guys. Let's see. You can visit my website, y'all. Check out my website at www.stalkyourdestiny.com as well. And I'm sorry I had that pause. I got lost in my own notes. But stalkyourdestiny.com, you can visit stalkyourdestiny.com to learn more about who I am, what I do. You can see other articles or interviews where I have been a part of or interviewed. as well for those things for you to learn more about who I am. All right. So, guys, this has been Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. I'm your host, Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics. We believe you have a voice and it needs to be heard. Don't forget to head over to YouTube and like and subscribe to my YouTube page at Stalk Your Destiny. Share it with somebody as well, guys. Share this broadcast with somebody if you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube. If you're listening in, tell somebody to tune in next week, Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube page, y'all. Also, don't forget to check out my other show, the Tea Time with Tarah show, and see what my guests needed on their journey to stalking their destiny, y'all. We will be making interviews for season 3 and getting that to you guys sometime in the spring of 2025. It is coming, okay? Again, I am Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'll see you guys back here again next Monday at 2 p.m. Until then, have a great week. Bye.
I'm steady chasing, I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna win. I'm making that down, but I won't lose ground. 'Cause I'm still stuck in my destiny. I'm still stuck in my destiny. Oh.
Every time it's on everything, the life you choosing, I'm cheddering. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gonna stop till I rest in peace and they put a hold on my great lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Mine is my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200. Every time, know what I'ma run from. I'm that one opponent, you don't want none from. Manual van where my strength get pumped from. So let's go back to the child of God. Standing toe to toe, no hiding now. The Lord is with me, you can't fight the rock. I got the sauce, you want mile to hide. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength is asking, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as it is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Lives around and call me on my A game. So speed like the A train. The thing that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. I'm by myself, I don't gang bang. When you want to get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that I would chest it.
I'm steady chasing, I'm staying focused